Ed Solomon is back with a new series this time. A name that you made known from projects such as Men in Black, Now You See Me, and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Has one coming to Max. We're getting ready to jump into the review of the new series, Full Circle. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. We're getting ready to jump into my review of the new series Full Circle, which is coming to Max July 13th. And on July 13th, you will get 2 episodes weekly until July 27th. This series also did premiere, had its world premiere at Tribeca Film Festival 2023. But yeah, Max will be releasing this on their platform July 13th. There are 6 episodes. They're about an hour each. And honestly, I found this series to just be very okay. At times I was looking for more excitement. I guess I was looking even for more drama at times. But without a doubt, fantastic acting, stellar cast, should I even add, and the plot. Very good. A lot of juice on this one. And at the point now, I think the title really works because things truly come full circle once you watch each of these episodes here. Because in the beginning, you are totally confused in terms of what's happening, and there's like some major plot developments around episode 4 that just continues to keep you guessing. But when I talk about the cast here, you have Zazie Beetz, you have Dennis Quaid, Jarrell Jerome, who's I think was just on another level in his performance here, and just one person that I think whenever she comes into a role, she's going to body it, and that's Claire Danes, who is the character Sam. I'm telling you one thing about Claire, man. Claire, she gonna have you guessing, and she's gonna bring a lot of emotion. She's gonna also really provoke a lot of emotion from the viewers, and nothing is different all the way from, so many different roles, which I think even in her different roles, she just continues to really get into these characters, and these characters don't feel like other characters, but yet you just know just the type of performance you're going to get with her. And just like in this one, man, I was, she was something. What a great few years of series she's been attached to. But I think everybody truly is always going to nod at her work at Homeland, which obviously won a lot of awards here. But in this series, though, it is about a kidnapping that just goes wrong. And with that, I'm trying to really think about how much I can tell without like giving major things away. But it is about a group of folks who pretty much sets up a kidnapping. And you got folks coming from Guyana and coming into New York to target this celebrity chef. So obviously there's a money motivated cause behind all of this, and it just doesn't go wrong. The kidnapping is botched, and with that creates almost a bit of turmoil within this group of folks, because you have folks essentially trying to figure out, do they give this celebrity chef, do they give him his son back? And if they do, what does that look like? There's a level of like, well, if we give him back, he knows who we are, so they're going to come after us. Or if we don't give him back, we have a kidnapping of a person that isn't a person we need, so we don't hold any level of collateral here. So there's a lot of conflict, and you got folks trying to pick sides. You have folks that say, listen, I'm on board for this and this only. Anything else, I'm not. But it doesn't quite work like that, because once you're involved, to any degree, you're involved for the duration of things. So, there's a lot of different kind of things kind of going on here. Zazie Beetz plays Detective Harmony, who gets involved in a way that she feels, motivated to get the case done. But her superiors aren't really liking her tactics. In fact, some of her tactics lands her on the bench, and with that, does that stop her? So let me just make this very clear too. Zazie is fantastic in this, and I think that like I think I was overly interested to seeing just the versatility in her acting, and it didn't take no time for me to really see her really show why she's one of the best. And this character, while I think I would have liked a little bit more, the moment she was on screen, it definitely had you like, and I think a lot of characters really kind of gave you that as well too. And then, going to Jarrell Jerome here, he's one of the ringleaders of this kidnapping here. So he's such a likable person. He's played so many roles where you really empathize with his characters, except this one. You're like, I don't like that guy, So it was kind of see him playing a villain, which was, something that I wasn't expecting, but here we are. Now I said Detective Inspector Harmony is Zazie Beetz' character. But yeah, with that being said, I think that why I didn't overly love this series is because I just feel like a lot of the stuff was very safe. I don't feel like they took any chances within the plot. Things never got too dicey. I mean, and because of some of the events that takes place, they really drove very far away from any bit of like anything that can lead to like brutality or any bit of gore or any bit of just anything of that sort, like there's some things, I'm keeping 100, like folks die and some folks are casualty to some of the things that are happening here. But I felt like they used a lot of implied violence in terms of just completely not showing these things. And I was kind of curious about that because, I mean, like, I'm not saying violence truly is necessary for every project, but I also think violence does have a means to helping you become invested into other characters, and I think that the fact that they used a lot of implied violence was kind of like an interesting decision, if I must say. One thing I really didn't enjoy was there was moments where the series just felt like a found footage sort of documentary. There was times where the camera was very shaky. There was times where like, it just, the continuity between like one set of like one look of a production to that was so noticeable, and I never understood the degree as to why. Found footage can absolutely heighten a lot of things, but this one I was just kind of like, I really feel a little woozy because of the camera shaking in moments that really didn't need it. You got like, for instance, you got like a couple of characters in a car driving by, and the car's driving by and the camera's like following it like that. I was kind of like, but why? And it did take like a bit of my investment into it because I just felt like the production at times were really good. Again, the cast is fantastic, so with that type of cast that like, yeah, there's going to be a certain level of production to things. And while there was moments that were really good, there was definitely some set locations I was really enjoying. Some of these apartments, especially within the parents that were trying to kind of figure out, what they were going to do here. I enjoyed those moments, but then you had these other moments that just felt very indie-ish, and I just never understood why they would do such a thing. But up and down the board, I just think like there's moments that keeps you guessing. So the plot is very juicy. I think the script was done very well. While we do have definitely some big names attached to it, I felt like every character was relevant. I haven't even, like, again, the title Full Circle, besides that being used to really describe how the plot really operates, there's also like a circle in terms of like a circle of folks that are kind of working within a network that do these type of things, schemes and crimes and really trying to shake people who are wealthy, like they and the wealthy stay wealthy type of thing. They have that element to it. And obviously with that, you always want to know, well, who's the silent investors? Who's the silent partners? All those sorts of things. They make that part work. So the story is definitely written very good. It just was just never, I feel like a lot of things just never went to the next level in where it could have. The drama could have been a lot more deep. I think we could have truly poured into a little bit of the violence a little bit more, especially because there's a major crime of somebody being kidnapped here. Again, some of the some moments within the production, the camera, the cinematography could have been a lot better. And I just think that you got to add a little bit of action instead of just telling a story to make a 6-hour series work. And yes, it's a mini series, but still, you know, you want to have folks wanting to come back beyond trying to really decipher how the events are going to play out. You know, that's a big element to this, but like you also really want to have that shock value, some major cliffhanger, some of those sorts of different things. And they didn't capitalize on moments I thought they probably could have did better. But nonetheless, again, it's a solid project. I think I really honestly can't wait to hear what a lot of other people think. You know, again, coming to Max July 13th, you're getting the first 2 episodes, and then July 20th you're getting 2 episodes, and then July 27th you're getting 2 episodes, 6 episodes total. And Ed, I think, you know, he's fantastic. I think his name attached to anything is definitely worth a watch. This one definitely was good. Did I mention Happy Anderson is in it as well too? Yeah, what a character there. And William Sadler. Yeah, I mean, there are names on this. Without a doubt, you're going to get good performances. You're going to get these characters that you are truly interested in. But you just want to see everything just taken just a step further. You know, you want to, and it has nothing to do with the acting. I truly don't think it has anything to do with the character. I just think the stakes need to be higher, besides everybody trying to figure out. And honestly, why I told you what the plot is, there's a major wrench to that then almost devalues what the plot is. And then you start to say, well, now what? And that's what I think you need. Some of this, you need other things to kind of be heightened to really make this all flow in order for you to like continue to watch. Because there's definitely a point where you could be like, all right, I guess I'm done. But in fact, there's still more to figure out, especially who's involved with the full circle. Anywho, folks, get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about this one. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews very soon.